Good morning. It is 5:31 on Friday, September the 6th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Walked right out my door this morning. Thought one, it's a little bit foggy, and two, it feels great outside. Let's bring in meteorologist Kelly McShane to give us a breakdown of what temperatures we're looking at and who all seeing fog this morning. Kelly?
Well, we are seeing a little bit of fog this morning, not widespread, but in those low-lying areas that typically do see the fog. You can see that here in downtown Whitesburg on Main Street. Definitely a little bit foggy throughout Letcher County, so be very careful, as well as through Harlan and Bell counties. They're looking at reduced visibility as well, so just take it easy on the roads this morning. However, satellite and radar, we are clear as can be here in the mountains. You can still see off to our east those clouds still circulating from Hurricane Dorian, but they have moved off to the east as the entire storm has as well. Temperatures around the region definitely feeling pretty refreshing and a little bit chilly as we step out the door this morning. Mid to upper 50s and a few 60s this morning. So grab the jacket before you head out, and I will have that Friday night football forecast here in just a little bit, Will.
All righty, Kelly. A lot of parents are going to be wanting to tune in for that. Thank you. Well, the death toll from Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas is now at 30 and is still expected to increase as cleanup and searches intensify. Right now, Dorian is just off the coast of North Carolina and is weakening. Currently, it is a Category 1 storm. People on the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas are desperate to get out. At the same time, relief organizations from around the world are trying to get in.
At this point in time, we're going past chaos at this point. It is no forward to say better. It's getting worse. So we need any help we can get.
Officials in Virginia have now ordered coastal evacuations. Hurricane watches have been issued as far north as Canada for this weekend. Well, Hurricane Dorian, as we said, is battering the eastern seaboard this morning. Thousands remain without power. Tornadoes left behind a path of destruction. I talked with a Jackson County native who will likely assist with the cleanup. It is a laundry list of damage they are expecting.
A lot of tornadoes, high water. They are expecting a lot of flooding. As
Hurricane Dorian brings high winds and heavy rain to the Carolinas, crews wait nearby to help clean up.
We made it here yesterday. We left Orlando yesterday morning and came on up the coast and got here around 8:30 last night.
Robbie Rose and the rest of the area-wide protection crew are in Raleigh now, but are still seeing the outer bands from Dorian.
It is very windy. The wind is picking up quite a bit.
This is the first hurricane restoration mission Rose has been on.
It has been an experience dealing with the winds and kind of feel like a storm chaser.
And while they stay put waiting, they know their number is sure to be called soon.
From Raleigh down to Myrtle Beach, because it has hit Myrtle Beach quite a bit.
To return power to a region facing a storm that has a history of devastation. Rose says they will be in the Carolinas until power is restored. A Western Kentucky coal miner is dead this morning. The mining happened yesterday in Madisonville. The general manager of Warrior Coal says other miners found 39-year-old Jeremy Elder unresponsive near a battery-powered scoop inside the Cardinal mine. That's in Hopkins County. They carried him to the surface where a coroner pronounced him dead. Federal and state officials are investigating. Today will mark day 3 of a hearing over the coal sitting on the tracks outside a Harlan County mine. The hearing is in West Virginia. Yesterday, a coal chemist testified the blocked load of coal could lose properties used for steel making the longer it sits. Black Jewel Marketing and Sales is arguing they need the coal. It's been blocked for weeks as the miners wait for the money they are owed. Families of the miners hope everything comes to an end soon.
I think the judge is trying to give them an equal opportunity to explain their mistakes and go from there. I mean, I hate that it's been drawn out so long, but hopefully it will come to an end soon.
Now, a judge has not ruled on the case. The hearing should resume around 9 o'clock this morning. A lawyer for two minors is demanding Democratic Senate candidate Amy McGrath's campaign to pull an ad featuring the minors. The ad is a reenactment of a trip by minors to Washington to talk to Senator Mitch McConnell about a black lung benefits and highlights the long trip and brief time McConnell spent with them. But the Herald Leader reports an attorney for the two of the minors have sent a cease and desist letter to McGrath's campaign saying they did not know they were being filmed for a political ad. New this morning, a case against a McCreary County man is now in the hands of a grand jury. Michael Huff is charged with assault in connection to the death of 2-year-old Kimber Collins. The little girl died at UK Hospital after she was found with serious injuries. Commonwealth's attorney Ronnie Bowling said he would pursue a murder charge when presenting the case to a grand jury. Yesterday, a judge scheduled a competency hearing for Elwood 6. He faces a first-degree manslaughter charge. Investigators in Martin County say he killed Rodney Stepp in 2017. The hearing is set for the 19th. A frightening story to bring you this morning out of Laurel County. A woman says she was pulled over for what she thought were police lights. Instead, she says a man pretending to be an officer got into her car with the knife and tried to sexually assault her. She was able to get away after the man took a phone call. Laurel County deputies say in this case, the man used red and white flashing lights. Kentucky police will always have blue lights.
And then again, if you are suspicious, drive to a well-lit area where there's a business before you pull off if you think that the person may not be a police vehicle.
Police say they are still looking for the man. They say there could also be a second person involved because the man left a car behind when he attempted the assault. Yesterday, a jury found a Corbin man guilty of killing his wife. A Laurel County jury Joshua Davenport found him guilty of murder and tampering with physical evidence. Davenport shot Stephanie Steenbergen Davenport multiple times in March of last year. A judge sentenced Davenport to 40 years in prison. The man charged with murdering Richmond mother Savannah Spurlock will be in court today. David Sparks is also charged with abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence. Spurlock's body was found buried with a rug matching material in Sparks' home. Her blood was also found in his home. Sparks will be arraigned on the murder charge later today. We now know the funeral arrangements for Lauren Doc Holliday. He is the retired state trooper killed earlier this week in a crash. Visitation for Holliday is Saturday from 4 until 9. His funeral is Sunday at 2 p.m. All services will be held at the First Federal Center here in Hazard. Holliday, or Doc, as many called him, died a day short of his 44th birthday. Last night, a touching tribute to Holliday's son, Bennett. Troopers escorted him onto the football field for his football game. He served as a team captain last night. The SOAR Summit continues this morning in Pikeville. Folks from across the region met up at the Appalachian Wireless Arena yesterday to see some of the projects and ideas that are being molded here in the mountains. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about the pre-summit sessions.
That's one of the things we struggled with in Eastern Kentucky.
Solving regional problems.
You've got to have a vision. Part of that is you have to collaborate.
And showing off projects.
Just showing them what we're doing here is really great.
The 2019 SOAR Summit pre-sessions opened up the floor to new ideas and new partnerships.
We're all striving each and every day to make our lives better, to make our communities better.
The project booths gave groups like Belfry High School's STEAM Lab a chance to show off the things they are already doing to help the area move forward.
This is awesome. It's great to come from a bunch of entrepreneurs and people that are looking to make Eastern Kentucky a stronger economic place.
And the breakout sessions gave people with an investment in the region an opportunity to discuss its potential.
You have to have a network of people to help grow those ideas. If not, they will fail.
Those involved say the sessions were a success.
I think this is exactly what Kentucky, especially Eastern Kentucky, needs.
And they are ready to see what happens on the stage for the summit Friday morning. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, the SOAR pitch competition also took place yesterday. We will tell you all about that during the 6 o'clock hour. And we will have live coverage of this morning's session where several major announcements are expected beginning at 9 a.m. on WYMT and WYMT.com as well as HNI. Well, this morning, any of you looking for a job have an opportunity in Hazard. Earlier this week, we told you about a partnership to bring hundreds of jobs to Hazard. Sykes and Intuit entered into an agreement. This is video from that announcement. There is a job fair today from 1 until 7 at the Hazard Community and Technical College's Technical Campus. And we are one step closer to Starbucks in Hazard. City Commissioner Luke Glazer posted this picture on Facebook. As you can tell, work to put in the kiosk at Food City is almost complete. Starbucks officially opens in about 2 weeks. I know how I'm starting off my mornings, I'll tell you what. Well, the search is on for a stolen coaster, and no, not like the one you sit a drink on. Hear about the odd story out of Ohio.
Temperatures are looking comfortable as we head into the weekend. I will have your Friday night football forecast and the rest of the weekend forecast coming up.